Now that we have moved over the part where AI tools have proven themselves, now the second question would be, what is the cost?
Is right now traditional industries are becoming irrelevant these days?
If the traditional industries are leveraging AI to improve their efficiency, then they will be out of business.
Hello everyone, you are watching AI Thoughtmakers podcast and this is our 13th episode. I'm sure you must have watched all previous podcasts and taken a huge insight from there. Today we are going to discuss about product studio for the AI era. And to discuss in detail, we have Sarika Gautham. She is principal technical consultant at GeekyAnts. Sarika, glad to have you here once again.
Thank you for having me.
How is everything going on with you?
Things are going great.
Awesome. So 5 years ago, the product development used to have a lot of time, a lot of investment also. But today we have AI agents which can create UI for us and which can also write the codes and also test the products. But I want to know from you that many of the founders used to say these days that AI can replace 70% of the software development work. Do you agree that?
If we are talking about repetitive tasks, yes, AI can replace the repetitive tasks, but the creativity or the edge that human thought process brings, that is what AI builds on.
Okay, so in terms of this, would you like to give any examples for that? A short example will work.
Okay, so suppose if we take development in any tech stack, so the syntax, everything is common. So that is why you would see that AI tools are able to do the development part of it. But the core idea behind it, capturing the business requirements, those need a little bit of discussion with the product owner. And that is where, though they can chat directly with the chat interface of AI, they may not get exactly the idea or how to describe it to the tools.
Okay. So if I talk about the developers, because these days AI is writing all the codes, right? So what are the developers doing these days?
I would say they are system designing,
Okay.
like designing, describing it to the AI tool, translating requirements to the executable steps.
So are you saying they are becoming architect?
Yes.
Okay, great. So if I say that in terms of the developers, they are doing all those stuff. So according to you, what are the basic and fundamental thing they are doing right now so that AI can also help and they can able to help us to the organization in massive manner?
So everything requires a plan. And if we look at the initial buzz around AI tool generating the entire code,
Okay.
though it does it very fast, that also requires proper planning and detailing it out in an effective way. Now that we have moved over the part where AI tools have proven themselves, now the second question would be, what is the cost?
Yeah.
So if you keep consuming tokens, then it is going to be very expensive.
Okay. So if I will assume as a founder, if you want to hire, so let's say about the junior developers. So you are saying that we should stop hiring junior developers because after a couple of years, forget about a couple of years, after a year time, AI can outperform them within 2 years, I think.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because, see, time replaces the current generation, then who would step in? And that is the process where we have to continue, hiring juniors, giving them the required experience. So, at a point when it is required, they can replace the current executors.
Okay. So if I talk about some other industries a bit controversial. So is right now traditional industries are becoming irrelevant these days?
It's the nature's law, right? If you
Yes.
don't adapt to change, you're outdated.
Okay.
So, if the traditional industries are leveraging AI to
Mhm.
improve their efficiency, then I don't think they will be out of business.
Okay, so what about, as you told about the business, if I talk about the model, will AI destroy the outsourcing model actually?
Again, that is very subjective.
Okay.
So, it can to certain extent,
Mhm.
because what required a team, the smaller tasks or smaller projects can be achieved by a single developer if they have the right skills.
This makes a lot of sense. But if I talk about the startup, let's say myself and you want to start a new startup, okay? And we found that as AI is coming, so would you like to say the entire strategy will be changing because of AI? Or you want to put something in the first that, okay, this is the thing which should come first, then we'll take a help of AI?
I would say the reverse, because see, AI tools help in from ideation to prototype phase is a very quick move with AI tools,
Mhm.
right? So that is why, if given the current age where time is of essence to go to market or even like validate your idea, in such scenarios, leveraging this AI edge to have a good prototype, to even look at how your idea is taking shape, is a better approach.
So, Sarika, according to you, what are the startup opportunities exist today, which used to be not, you can say, before 2 years?
If the initial investment was a challenge, then definitely like people can get a much easier, cost effective prototype for their ideas.
Okay. You have any business perspective to explain that?
Um, if we are looking years back, like when an idea forms,
Yeah.
then the design happens and then the development gives shape to that product. So you were not exactly getting the prototype to play around with till it was like little late. Late in the sense you would have already invested quite some amount and effort into it.
Yes. Yeah.
And that is what has changed now. Like you can do it very quickly, and maybe in few minutes, if the idea is small, in a few minutes you can actually see it in action.
Okay. Do you believe that all the companies who is right now existing one will eventually become a AI company in a very short span of time?
Aren't they already?
Yeah, few are definitely, but there are few I think which are already on the pipeline. So, do you think that majority will be them? Become AI company.
Definitely, I would say the roadmap, everyone wants to be there, right? For better productivity and the faster delivery.
So, if I talk something about AI industry, what is the biggest lie being sold in the AI industry right now?
That AI can replace humans.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not for the repetitive tasks. It is sold more like it can do anything. But few understand that there are limitations. And that is highlighted only when you actually probe into it, or
Mhm.
you are actually adopting it for your use case.
Interesting. If I talk about the CEO perspective, they are very much into AI right now because they are forming the companies, they want to learn, and also they want to formulate the process which incorporate the entire thing from AI, right? So, what are the biggest mistake they are doing by incorporating AI in the industry right now?
I think this has been highlighted multiple times that prototype is not production ready,
Yes, that is a very
right?
important point.
So getting excited that it is already working in prototype
Okay.
need not be the actual production goal.
Got it. So now give me the bold prediction now. Okay. What will be product development will look like in 2030?
I think the market will be saturated with AI products. It's just like if you take the current scenario, we have n number of apps in the same domain or catering to the same needs in the App Store and Play Store. So as soon as some new app is released, people would be like, not another app, right?
Okay.
So that what happens, like when the adoption is really good and people come up with multiple ideas in the same field, then the market starts becoming saturated.
Okay, and I have asked you multiple times in previous podcasts also about the job part especially. So, but in this perspective, what we are talking about today, what are the job roles will disappear specifically in product studio?
The repetitive tasks,
Yeah.
right? Something like we used to have explicit content writers and all to do the writing, which now the documentation is easily generated by the AI tools.
Okay.
And repetitive tasks like coding and all can be taken over by AI.
Got it. But if I talk about the skills, what are the most valuable skills you want them to learn? I know this was the answers, which is very generic. But I want to know something which can challenge the assumption in the industry.
I would say the product level thinking, right?
Yeah.
Now that we have all the convenience to generate anything that we dictate, now it becomes very essential that we cater to the larger audience, right? What might look correct to me may not be easily accepted by others. So that is where like clear thinking, how like non-technical people will adapt to this product, the product level thinking,
Correct.
that should evolve better.
Right. This is really giving me the real picture of the, the valuable stuff which you're talking about. So let's move to the rapid fire round now. So it'll be very short for you, 4 to 5 questions as usual. AI or human creativity?
Human creativity.
Startup or enterprise?
Startup for early ideation, yes, it's exciting. But enterprise would be my stable approach.
GPT or open source?
Open source.
Coding or prompting?
Prompting.
Great. So from this entire discussion, what is the one takeaway you want the viewers to get it from this discussion?
So here I feel change has always been the way of life, right? New changes keep coming in, and people who adapt and adhere or move along with the change are the ones who benefit the most.
And also what I feel is that AI won't wait, and the people and the companies who are experimenting with AI will get most of the benefit for sure, right? Yeah, so thank you for the fascinating conversation today, Sarika. It was really interesting to hear from you, a lot of stuff. And to all the audience, thank you for watching. If you do like, please subscribe us. And I'm sure I'll see you soon with the different topics. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Signing off.